5 minutes to do this quick stretching session with me. I think a lot of times we think of knitting as like a relaxation activity, so we don't think to warm up for it. But it really is crucial to prevention of injury. We use our muscles and our body a lot during knitting. It's a lot of repetitive motion for our neck, our hands, really our whole body, depending upon what position we're doing it in. But our wrists, neck, elbows, that's what I'm going to teach you to stretch out before our knitting sessions. Stay tuned for some more whole body stretches that I think are going to be really important as well. But this can be done before every time you knit, before even just like during the day, taking breaks anytime you need a reset. If you work at a computer, you're on your phone a lot, these stretches can be really helpful. As always, if you feel any pain, anything doesn't feel right, then just stop. Feel free to reach out and I can give you some recommendations for you, but I do think that just doing this general stretching routine, it wakes up our nervous system, brings blood flow to our muscles, and hopefully will help you prevent injuries. All right, so enjoy.
We are going to do a knitting warm up today. So, we're going to get our muscles ready for this craft that we are about to enjoy. I'm going to start out by taking some deep breaths. Really pay attention to what's happening to your chest as your lungs fill up with air. Take that deep breath in, let it out. We're going to do that about 5 times, really presencing yourself, being grateful that you're about to enjoy this wonderful craft of knitting or crafting, whatever you're about to do. Pay attention to how your shoulders can elevate and then depress, go up and down. So now we're going to go ahead and start some shoulder rolls. So pay attention that the movement is coming from not just your shoulders, but your shoulder blades as well. You're going to be rolling those shoulders up, down, and back. We're going to do that about 5 to 8 times, rolling those shoulders down and back. And then we're going to reverse it and go forward, rolling those shoulders forward, about 5 to 8 times forward. Now we're going to move on to our wrists. So we're going to start by making circles with our wrists, keeping those fingers extended at this point, going about 8 times in one direction. And you can go 5 to 8 times in the other direction. Then we're going to go ahead and close those fists, and we're going to go about 5 to 8 times in one direction. Now, of course, if you're feeling any pain or discomfort, please stop. We're going 5 to 8 times one way, then 5 to 8 times the other way. Now we're going to do finger fans. We're going to move those fingers out and in. Pay attention what happens with your body if you keep those fingers extended, with your wrist extended and your wrist flexed. Then we're going to do a prayer stretch. Put those palms together and then go ahead as far as comfortable. If you're having some nerve compression, this stretch might not be so comfortable for you, so please skip it if you're feeling a lot of discomfort. You should not feel tingling with this stretch. You're going to hold that for about 20 seconds here. Now we're going to come into a wrist extensor stretch. We use these muscles a lot with knitting, so this is an important one. Pay attention where your other hand is pushing on your wrist. Ideally, you're somewhere in your mid hand, not pushing on just the fingers. You're going to hold that for about 20 seconds. Again, stop if you have pain. Stretching discomfort is okay, but you should not feel numbness or tingling with this stretch. We're going to stop and go the other way and feel this in our wrist flexors. Same thing, hold about 20 seconds. And if this feels good for you, do it about 2 to 3 reps of each of these positions. Now we're going to bend our elbow and we're going to do the same thing for a wrist flexion and a wrist extension stretch, holding 20 seconds 2 to 3 times in each position. Now I'm doing wrist flexors or wrist extensors. Now we're going to move on to the neck. So we're going to do an upper trap stretch. So we're putting our hand on the side of our head and very gentle, pulling that head to the side, other arm. I'm just showing you how your shoulder should not come up towards your ear. I want you to keep that shoulder down. You can even hold on to something. If you're sitting while you're doing this, you can hold on to the bottom of your chair or your desk. And then we're going to turn and go the other way. So you're going to hold these 30 seconds and do about 3 on each side if this feels good to you. If you're unable to get that arm up on the other side of the head, you can do this with just the neck portion instead of bringing that arm up over your head. Again, holding 30 seconds. Now, this is called your levator scapula. It's a muscle that is very close to your upper trap, but it lives a little bit further back between your shoulder blade and your neck. So you should feel this one a little further back. Again, very gentle. Hold it 30 seconds, and we'll do about 2 to 3 of these on each side. This should feel good. Feel like a good, gentle stretch. Now we're going to move on to chin tucks. So a lot of what we do in knitting is forward, even like looking at our phones all day, the computer. So we want to wake up those muscles that are behind our head that pull our head back into good extension posture. So pulling that chin back like you're making a double chin called chin tucks. You're going to hold 5 seconds, and you can do anywhere between 5 and 10 of these. If it feels good, make sure that you're not feeling any discomfort, any nausea, any vision changes, nothing. Then I want you to stop immediately. Now we're moving on to torso rotations, just putting your hands across your body, turning your trunk. Torso extensions, looking up and extending that torso back, and then looking down, extending forward, rounding your shoulders forward. Do what feels comfortable to you. Now we're going to be going into waking up the nervous system. We're bringing those shoulders down and back, show our shoulders where we want it to be, tell our nervous system what we want, not forward but back, not up but down, head not forward but back. Good posture. And then we're getting ready to enjoy our knitting session. Take a deep breath, arms overhead if it feels comfortable. Expand air into those lungs and be grateful to enjoy our knitting session.